Hello and welcome to this forecast for the week of March 25th to 30th, when we are under the influence in the transits of gate 17, following the gate of opinion. This gate is a part of the Ajna Center, which means it's how we think, and it is logical, part of the collective circuit. So it's learning about how to remove doubt about the future by looking for patterns, something that, from the past that will make sense in the future, and looking for what are the concepts and the opinions and the mental ways of understanding things that are the best for all of us, that will really make sense for us and keep us safe in the future, so that the future is safe for us. In the shadow side, opinions can be basically this way that the mind just is always looking for flaws and then developing a whole world view based on the flaws that you see. And that is the flaw of logic, is that you can actually be right about something logically, but still all you've done is created a really restricted worldview because it's just the left side of the brain. And oftentimes the actual truth of reality is much more nuanced and complicated than something logical can really explain. In the gene keys, the shadow frequency of this is being opinionated, finding faults and flaws, comparing, becoming self-critical, or just opinionated in a way that really just creates separation. The gift is the ability to have farsightedness and to even create a vision for the future that serves everybody, that is more whole and all-encompassing. And then the Siddhi is omniscience. The beauty of that is to be able to see a bright future for the collective. So I think that this week we could end up becoming really stuck on our heads, having fears about the future, getting caught up in worldviews that are based on faults and finding flaws in the world. And also the flip side of that is that we could end up being able to see things in a more holistic way and develop a vision for the future. Either way, since this is in the ajna, and most people have an undefined ajna, this will be potentially a time where you do have more mental activity and doubts about the future. So I would suggest putting an extra focus this week on listening to your strategy and authority, whatever that is, whatever type you are. If you don't know what your strategy and authority is, I'll put a link there to a video that explains how to look that up in your chart. Okay, so I will channel for us now, and I think I'll just close the door so it's a little quieter. Go ahead and open to receive the frequency, communication, and transmission here available to you. This can be a frequency upgrade, a shift in your frequency that allows you to attract in a different way. Go ahead and open to receive the frequency, communication, and transmission here available to you. This can be a frequency upgrade, a shift in your frequency that allows you to attract in a different way. It is time for a frequency upgrade in your mental structures, and as my friend Sani calls them, strongholds, which are mental structures that have really gone unquestioned for decades, centuries, generations, and that have their own structures, and I'm just seeing them really falling down, really crumbling, because they're just not true, and they're being shown for what they really are, and so they can't withstand the truth. They can't withstand, they can't withstand the truth. And that is really the difference between something that is just merely an opinion, which is something that needs to be bolstered up and strengthened through evidence and creating, detailed proof, versus the truth. It just is, and it is known, and it is felt, and it doesn't require proof. It just is. So we would suggest releasing opinions, releasing anything that requires a mental defensiveness and a mental positioning in reality, and simply aligning with truth. And as far as the truth goes, it doesn't have to be a universal truth. It can just be the truth that you know for yourself, in your own heart, in your own being. And it can be the truth of your now moment. So speaking your truth from your individual standpoint is really all that you need to do. And not worry or claim that it's anything more than that. You never need to know something more than your individual truth in this lifetime. In fact, you can't know more than your own individual truth in this lifetime. Because you have an individual perspective, and it's built in. And the beauty of that is that you're actually meant to bring your one unique individual standpoint into expression through your truth. So you bringing your viewpoint into the mix and your individual truth into the mix is really a big point of why you're even here in the first place. So it's very much fulfilling your purpose to simply align with and express your truth. But this is very different than expressing an opinion, which is really external. It's looking for external validation. It's looking for others to agree with it. Versus your individual truth, you don't need anyone else to agree with it. It's just yours. And when you understand that your truth is simply your truth and you express it as such, it's also very liberating and very expansive for other people to receive it, because they will feel and know immediately that you're not trying to convince them that your truth is their truth or needs to be validated by them. And in that, there's a very much a respect and an honoring of the freedom of all others to really have their own viewpoint. Just, again, just acknowledging reality as it is. But there's an immediate resistance when someone's offering an opinion and presenting it as a truth that others need to accept. Because that goes against the fundamental freedom that you each have to know and find your own truth. So we would encourage you this week just to enjoy knowing and finding your own truth and expressing it freely as your own truth. As you do that, you will become a liberator of others to find and express their own truth as well. Just by example, there's a tremendous ripple effect that happens whenever someone freely expresses their truth. It is immediately felt and known by others. What a beautiful message. I feel so much peace. I had such a beautiful session this morning, a human design reading with a woman, and it was very affirming to me of my gift of helping people who are maybe experiencing burnout and ready for a new chapter of their life but not sure what it is, and looking maybe for more confidence, more clarity. It was amazing. So if you are in a moment where you could use a bolstering of your confidence, of your clarity, you want to bring something new into the world, I am your gal, and I'm also working one-on-one with people to help them bring their unique body of work into the world. That is not available as an offering on my website, but it is something that I have been reaching out to a few people here and there and telling them about in my one-on-one work. So you can always send me a private message on Instagram or through my email on my website. And all the links are in the description box or the show notes. And I look forward to chatting with you again next week. I have some cool videos I'm about to upload. Actually, they're already uploaded, that I'm about to publish here at my YouTube channel. So I look forward to sharing those, and I will see you again soon. So much love. Bye.